morning, another Sunday confessional. This week, I'm going to be giving you guys some confessions that may be slightly controversial. You may not agree with. They're my personal opinions. I feel like I'm going to need to get an apology video ready for this. I feel like I'm going to need to go on some sort of apology tour. Guys, I'm so sorry. I want to apologize for the things that I said yesterday. I'm going to rehab, I swear. I'm going to be checking into promises tomorrow. I'm a flawed human. I'm sure a lot of you will agree with some of them. I know I'm not the only one who feels this way about a lot of the things that I find, not only in the writing and reading communities, but also just in books themselves. I am not here to police your enjoyment of a book. You enjoy whatever the fuck you want. But it's just a few things I'm really not into. Number one, in my olden age, compared to probably the rest of you, I've begun to actually prefer the electronic version of reading than having the physical copy. Don't get me wrong, I actually love physical copies of books. I had a huge library of books. As you can see, I am not like one of you guys with your big libraries behind you. I had a huge amount of books. I've been collecting Harlequin since I was 9 years old. I probably had about 1,000. I'm not even kidding. I had probably even more than that. I lost all of them. I think, well, I have like, I don't know, I'm looking over on my shelf, probably about 10 left, if that. The reason why I don't have any, my ex-roommate put them all in front of the air conditioning vent. They ended up having a massive mold problem all over them, so tons of it. It was all black mold. I mean, it was saturated, and no one's seen him since. I couldn't afford to rebuy all of those books, and it's not like I can't go and buy a book or something now, but I kind of started getting into like just reading them on Kindle or something, and it's just easier. I have them all cataloged there. I don't have to dust, I don't have to clean there. I like having them at my fingertips so that when I can read, I do, because it's such a luxury to have the time to do that now. Number two, and this one's gonna piss some people off. I prefer fantasy movies over fantasy novels. Let me explain before you dox me. If the writer is really exceptional and can really craft something where the reader isn't struggling to imagine these scenarios, because I'm an entirely visual reader, I will get deep into your lore, into your systems, into your world, and if it doesn't physically make sense in at least some way, I don't mind that it's magic and people are floating, or you know, you're walking through walls or something, and that's fine, but it has to be rooted in something that I can visually imagine, and if I can't do that, then I can't get into your book. This is why I feel like people should always draw out their worlds a little bit on paper. If it's a complicated scene where you're moving through something, you can actually visualize it and then you can write it appropriately. I need it to visually make sense. Number three, I fucking hate when women in novels act like they don't know they're beautiful. I had no idea. With my long legs, I needed you to come and tell me how beautiful I was. Thank God you came along. I would have just thought I was a gremlin my whole life, and you came along and told me otherwise. Thank you so much. I mean, my eyes can't roll any farther back. They're gonna get stuck there. Oh my God. Number four. If at any point in your book, your female main character, or literally anyone else in that fucking book, is talking about the female main character and says anything even in the vicinity of, I'm not like other girls, she's not like other girls, I'm gonna use that book as kindling for my grill. As a woman, I despise nothing more than when you have to force your audience to try to like your character more. You shouldn't have to do that. If it's a natural progression and I like her, I want to be like her, it's not because you told me I needed to. I cannot stand the whole strong woman, quirky girl, she's quirky, and she's a quirky dream girl. And by the way, this is gonna make every other woman who maybe isn't like that feel like they're lesser somehow. They can never be the main character in their own stories because they're not weird enough. Just brilliant somehow, but also mysterious. I just don't care about anything at all, okay? I don't care about anything. I don't care. She's different. She wears combat boots and a lace dress. The popular kids who just happen to be good at sports and have friends, well, they're the bad guys because God forbid anyone actually want to have friends. You play the footballs, you're for sure the bad guy. Freaking asshole you are. They'll never be as extraordinary as Miss fucking Talon Ravenwood because she writes poetry about the moon and doesn't own a toothbrush. Yeah, fuck off, Mary Sue. Number 5. I hate the grumpy sunshine trope when... Come back, it's okay. It's just a man being mean to another person and they just have to take it and smile through it. That's not romantic. That's customer service. And I do that shit all day long. And I can tell a whole lot of you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't want that shit. Because it's your favorite shit. He only gets away with it because he's rich or really good looking, but usually rich. Even good looking doesn't get away with it at all. If you're rich though, they kind of, we'll deal with this. Number 6. I'm so sorry, but I hate audiobooks. I hate them. Let me not say that because that's not entirely true. I actually like audiobooks for things like biographies and for children's books. I think they're amazing, but I don't want to listen to some dude having a fake orgasm through some smutty scene. I get like a secondhand embarrassment just having to imagine. I can't listen to the whole thing. I have to turn it off. A friend of mine tried to get me to listen to one by a very famous, I'm not gonna say who it is, but very famous for doing gay voiceover acting work. There are girls who are obsessed with this man. And I tried, I really did. I gave it a good effort. I don't want to hear a guy faking an orgasm from a sound booth. I just don't want to do it. Moving on. Number 7. I am so fucking tired people giving their characters weird ass names. I'm sorry, but I don't want to read about Brixelixin, Zanzabastion, or whatever Wi-Fi password you've decided to name your characters in your basic bitch adventure. Weird names don't make your characters better or more memorable in any way, shape, or form. And if it's a really cheesy name, I'm not going to tell you who or where, but you're thinking of one, at least one right now in your minds. It makes me think that the person who wrote it is the type of person who says the word vibes a lot and won't talk to you if Mercury is in retrograde. Number 8. This is kind of a long one. I need to explain. I really hate when people are reviewing a book and call it spicy. A lot of the time, they label everything with like a kiss in it. Ooh, this is spicy. I am a smart reader, I am a smart writer, and when you recommend something to me and you say, this is so hot, it's amazing, I'm immediately going to get that book. Oftentimes, I am very disappointed because you're talking to me like this is ghost pepper fucking romance, and at best, it might as well be a Hallmark movie with Candace Cameron Bure talking about her love for Jesus. I mean, I feel like I want to sue you for wasting my goddamn time. And don't get me wrong, I understand we might have different ideas. Like a romantic story that you like, I might not be something that I like either. And of course we're not going to have the same, and it's not a big deal, but how do I explain this? I have an Amazon Prime membership, and occasionally I will go into the Amazon movies section, especially if you go to like the horror category. There are maybe 4 good movies on there, and the rest of them are, I don't know who approved these movies. I can't believe they got made. That's how bad they are. And that's how I feel every time someone recommends some amazing, smutty, delicious novel that I'm about to read, and it's always something like, he swiped his tongue through her moist folds as she quivered, hoping he'd ruin her for all other men with his meaty jackhammer. I feel like a Jehovah's Witness. Like, I need to pass out copies of The Watchtower with links that will take you to places where you can read good stuff so that you understand how bad this is, because right now you don't know. And finally, one of my least favorite things is when someone acts like their superpowers are such a burden. You go in the dark, babe. You need to embrace that shit. It's some horrible curse that you now get to fly or shapeshift or never have to worry about money again because you can walk through walls and just take whatever you need, and you get to live a fucking extraordinary life, because you can be back working at the Dairy Queen until you're 60 if that's really what you want. We're gonna give this to someone who fucking appreciates it. Alright guys, that's it for this week. A little divisive maybe, but I think some people may agree with me. You can leave a comment and follow me for more Sunday confessionals, and I'll see you next week.